Live from KSAT 12. Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
Good morning, everyone. It is a Monday, and we appreciate you guys hanging out with us. It's a Cowboys victory Monday, I've been saying throughout.
Yes, we're hearing it was an ugly victory, but
yes.
A lot of people, a win is a win.
And a lot of people stayed up late, so if you're just joining us for the first time this morning, again, thank you very much for starting out your work week with us.
Yeah, rise and shine for sure. This morning, well, people who did get up early, it was not too bad outside weather-wise. So.
Yeah, it felt good. Yeah, it felt real nice, but we know that it was a little toasty over the weekend, though, so... And it feels like it's going to be like that the rest of the week.
It certainly is. We've got more warmer than average afternoons on tap, not just today, but over the next several days. And those temperatures topping off in the mid-90s could even challenge a few records at times, especially tomorrow and into Wednesday. But you're right, it's not all that bad out there right now. Take a look at current conditions outside. Good Monday morning to you all. 75 degrees right now here in San Antonio. Plenty of beautiful sunshine. Upper 70s in New Braunfels. Good morning to you in Bernie and Kerrville, checking in the low to mid 60s, so even cooler as you get up into portions of the hill country. We will still see plenty of sunshine into the afternoon hours, pushing 90 degrees already by 1 p.m. We've got a forecast high around 94. Winds sustained out of the northeast at about 5 to 15 miles per hour. A few gusts upwards of 20, certainly a possibility. Looking ahead, yes, mid-90s will continue over the next couple of days. Record challenging Tuesday and into Wednesday. At least mornings will trend cooler and pleasant, especially by Wednesday as we start to see some lower humidity work back in. Low to mid 60s are in the forecast, so we will see a little bit of a fall feel to kickstart the day. We'll have the latest on that, plus Hurricane Milton. It is strengthening rapidly in the Gulf of Mexico. No impacts to Texas, but it is headed for Florida. So we'll get you a look at that system and the latest forecast track coming up a little bit later on.
All right, taking a look outside with your traffic authority right now, our TransGuide traffic cameras, and right there's are going to be our biggest trouble spot. That's 1604 East at Emerald Forest. Looks like they got the tow truck out there, so hopefully we get things cleared out for our drivers in the north side area by 281 1604. Everything else is looking across the city, looking pretty good for the most part. Have a stall 1604 North at New Gilboa Road, but for the most part, we have got smooth sailing. I guess some people got a little bit of later starts to their workday.
That Cowboys game.
That Cowboys game, yeah.
Well, here's today's 9 at 9. Today marks 1 year since the October 7th massacre in Israel. Terrorist group Hamas murdering more than 1,200 innocent civilians. It was the deadliest attack in the country's history and sparked the war in Gaza.
And Governor Greg Abbott will honor those lost in that massacre in 2 Texas cities. Ceremonies will be held in Austin and Dallas. He already authorized $4 million in grants to protect Jewish centers and further education about anti-Semitism.
Parts of the Gulf Coast are getting ready for yet another storm. Hurricane Milton is rapidly intensifying as it makes its way towards Florida's west coast, putting dozens of counties under an emergency order.
This comes as so many people are still dealing with the aftermath of Hurricane Helene. The National Guard has completed 422 flight missions since that storm hit. Crews are working around the clock to restore power and cell service in that area. The death toll has now passed 227 people.
The FCC has given SpaceX approval to provide its Starlink satellite systems to areas affected by Hurricane Helene in North Carolina. The satellites allow texting for T-Mobile users. SpaceX and T-Mobile's first direct-to-cell satellites launched in January.
Some key data is dropping this week that could guide the Fed's next decision on interest rates. We'll get a couple of readings on inflation as well as the minutes of the Fed's September meeting. The Fed's next decision is coming 1 month from today.
Back to the bargaining table today for Boeing and the union representing thousands of striking machinists. Federal mediators will once again be involved, trying to find an end to a strike that started last month.
Black Friday prices are already here. Target has already launched its Circle Week shopping event. Kohl's kicks off a sale today. Amazon's Prime Day sale starts tomorrow, along with Walmart and Best Buy launching sale events of their own.
Google is rolling out new theft protection features for Android users. Theft detection locks use AI to lock the screen when it detects suspicious movement. There's also offline device lock and remote lock, which lets users secure a phone with just a phone number. But if a thief does manage to steal your iPhone, they could FaceTime. And that's today's 9 at 9. Well, today is the last day to get registered to vote, and you have the rest of the day to get it done. So the deadline is at 7 p.m. tonight, and it is easy to register. You can submit your voter registration application in person at the Bexar County Election Department office on Frio Street. The department is also extending its hours ahead of the deadline, so they'll be open at 8 a.m. this morning until 7 p.m. Again, once you're registered, you can vote early or you can wait for Election Day, which is November 5th. Early voting starts October 21st and will run through November 1st, including the weekend. Registered voters can vote at any polling site during the early voting period. And we have a list of those locations on our website right now. We also have a breakdown of how to get registered to vote, how to check if you are already registered, even ballot information there. You can find it all on our Vote 2024 page on our website, KSAT.com.
Yeah, Election Day around the corner. Well, there's not enough blood donations here in San Antonio to help people who need them. That's according to the South Texas Blood and Tissue Center. And if you donate right now, get this, you could score some free tickets to a Spurs game this week.
That's a nice little perk there.
It is.
Well, our Devin Karp is live at the Frost Bank Center to learn more about it and donate some blood yourself there. Wow, Devin, good morning.
Hey, good morning, y'all. While there may not be a basketball game going on here right now, this is still some pretty impactful stuff that's happening for the city of San Antonio. We're taking care of some blood drives, blood transfusions, donations, everything that people need. And I'm here with Roger with the South Texas Blood and Tissue Center to tell us more about it. Good morning.
Good morning, and thank y'all for being here.
So tell us a little more. What's going on here today?
So today we are having a blood drive here at the Frost Center, and encourage anybody who's watching this to come out. We need your help. Right now, our area is collecting about 350 to 400 units currently, short of the 600 that we need for our area. So this is a great way that you can give back and walk away with some Spurs tickets. Awesome giveaway.
Yeah, so tell me some more details about that, because I know a lot of people want to help out of the goodness of their hearts, but Spurs tickets definitely sweeten the deal.
It does, especially with that new lineup that we have coming out. We have some Hall of Fame players that are going to be playing with us this year, and so that's also a great reason to come out and watch your Spurs. But definitely giving back to the community. The game is, the tickets are for the game that's coming up with Orlando, the Orlando Magic, later this week. So this is a great way to not only give back to your community, but go watch your number one team here in San Antonio.
Yeah, so talk to me about the importance of really making sure that we donate blood, right? Because it may seem like something ordinary to us, but it can go so far.
Yeah, definitely. So there's patients across our area that depend on blood donations on a regular basis, from cancer patients to blood disorder patients to trauma victims. The list goes on who needs blood. And they're waiting for heroes who are watching right now, who can step up and take an hour of their time to come in and give the gift of life.
Yeah, so let's say I'm sold. I'm going to be donating some blood later, but what do I need to do if I'm watching at home and I want to come donate?
Yeah, so definitely you can walk in today here to the Frost Center. We'll be here till 3 o'clock today. Eat something before you show up. Drink plenty of water. Give yourself about an hour, less than an hour. It'll take you from coming in from start to finish. The actual donation, needle and arm, should take anywhere from 8 to 10 minutes only. And with that one donation, you're saving 3 lives. But here's another kicker. If you donate something what we call platelets outside, you're actually going to get 4 tickets. So that's another incentive for those who have a little bit more of time. If you're at work today, bring the crowd in, bring your coworkers in during lunch. Great way to give back and watch your Spurs.
Awesome, fantastic. Well, thank you so much for being here with us this morning. All right, we are going to see if I can get set up to donate some blood of my own. I'll check back in with you later in the hour. For now, Devin Karp, KSAT 12 News.
We look forward to checking back with you, Devin.
Yeah, definitely, Devin. And plus, hey, Wednesday, we're talking about those tickets for the game. We may get to see Wemby and Chris Paul together. So a little extra incentive out there.
Yes.
Maybe Devin could get us some tickets.
I hope so. Hey, do that platelet thing so you get 4. Okay.
There you go.
I'll see what I can do. I'll see what I can do.
Thanks, Devin.
Thanks, Devin. All right, well, celebrate, honor, and remember people impacted by blood cancer. Please join us at Hemisphere Park on October 19th for this event, Light the Night. Hundreds of lanterns will illuminate the San Antonio sky with hope and honor.
Well, our KSAT reporter Danielle Ibarra will MC the opening ceremony. So if you'd like to support Team KSAT in celebrating and remembering patients, just scan that QR code on your screen.
All right, yes, and that is a pretty big event for us. We're always glad to be a part of that for a good cause out there.
I'd like to see you out there. Time now 9:07 and 75 degrees still ahead on GMSA at 9.
All right, still to come. We're headed out there to the Velt. Yes, Roosevelt High School for a new edition of Mascot Monday. Check this guy out. We're talking Teddy Roosevelt, that is, and the Rough Riders. Plus, we're going to give you a little history lesson behind this former president and the connection to San Antonio. Welcome back to GMSA at 9 o'clock and 9:11 right now. Well, this is really interesting here because starting in 2025, vehicle safety inspections will no longer be required for most vehicles in Texas.
Very interesting.
Yes.
But as Ivan Edetta explains, it doesn't mean drivers are off the hook when it comes to fees or other requirements.
All right, so we got the man here with the information, Ivan Edetta, to tell us more about these changes.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning, Ivan.
Really important changes. Starting January 1st, the Texas Department of Public Safety says most Texans won't need to get a vehicle safety inspection before registering their cars. Now, the change comes after House Bill 3297 was signed into law last year. But here's the catch. All non-commercial vehicles will still be subject to a $7.50 inspection program replacement fee when registering, so you can't get away with it. Now, that fee is in place to fund state programs, even though the actual inspection won't be needed. New vehicles, including those from the current and previous years next year, will pay a higher fee of $16.75. Now, this covers the cost for 2 years. The registration costs aren't changing, but you'll still pay that replacement fee even without the inspection. And if you drive in a county that requires emissions testing, you'll still have to get your car tested for that. Now, the cost of emissions testing depends on the county and, of course, the vehicle. And Bexar County doesn't require emissions testing just yet, but that's going to change in 2026, so keep an eye on that. Meanwhile, commercial vehicles will still need safety inspections and will have those inspection fees. DPS officials are reminding Texans to stay on top of vehicle maintenance, even without the mandatory inspection. Keeping your headlights, taillights, and other essential features working isn't just about safety, it's the law. So yes. Keep an eye on it. That's really, really important. In fact, this morning when I was driving to work, my what is that light for the tire light came on, and I was like, oh God, I don't know how to change my tire. So I need to get that done.
Keep on top of that.
Yes, I literally have like my dad in my ear, like from the moment I started driving, like literally he's like, did you check your inspection? You got your inspection? You got your registration? Yeah, he's just like always in my head about that. So that's a pretty big change.
Really important.
I know that's something that we all have to deal with every year.
Yeah, so starting January 1st, that's going to happen. Keep an eye on it. If you're going to get a new car, of course, that you're still going to have to pay that $16.50, but keep an eye on it.
Thank y'all. Thank you for keeping us
good
posted.
Information there. Yeah, that is a pretty big change out there. Thank you very much for that, Ivan. Okay, taking a look now at some of our weather, and Mia's hanging out with us in for the one and only Justin.
Yeah, this is a live look at Fort Myers right now, Mia. It looks pretty calm for now.
For now, it does. But yeah, you can see they still have some gloomy skies in place already. Parts of the Florida Peninsula expecting some rain today, kind of ahead of what we know now is Hurricane Milton. So that this time yesterday, Milton was actually a tropical storm, and now it's a Category 4 hurricane. Oh, wow. So it is just feeding off of the warm waters in the Gulf of Mexico. Again, this is not going to impact Texas, but it could potentially be a very impactful storm for parts of Florida. And of course, we know Helene, which made landfall almost 2 weeks ago, also dumped several inches of rain across the Sunshine State. So it's going to be one to keep tabs on very closely over the next couple of days. I want to show you the latest on Milton. We just got a new update in at the top of the 8 a.m. hour as Milton officially strengthened into that Category 4 classification. Check out those sustained winds, now at 150 miles per hour. It's currently working off to the east-southeast at about 8 miles per hour. Here's the latest forecast track issued from the National Hurricane Center. It is expected to maintain that Category 4 strength as it passes just to the north of the Yucatan Peninsula over the next 24 hours. Then it's going to turn farther up to the north, likely making landfall near the Tampa area late Wednesday night and into early Thursday before working its way across the Florida Peninsula and then out into the western Atlantic by Thursday night and into Friday. Yes, we will be watching watching for heavy rainfall as well as those high winds and also storm surge. This is the projected storm surge that could come out of Milton. Spring Hill down to Tampa, 5 to 10 feet possible. Tampa down to Fort Myers, 8 to 12 feet. So on top of that, also the potential, of course, for some flooding just thanks to rain even farther inland. 5 to 10 inches of rainfall will be possible as Milton does cross over the state of Florida. And if that was on top of what the Sunshine State did see on top of Helene. So, of course, we will continue to monitor that very closely if you have friends and family out that way. But for us here in South Central Texas and across the majority of the state, we're actually expecting the exact opposite. Unfortunately, we don't even have any notable rain chances in the forecast throughout the remainder of the work week and even into next weekend as well. So the focus for now is still going to be on those hotter than average toasty afternoon high temperatures. Today we've got a forecast high right around 94. That should be well south of the record of 99 for today that was set back in 1937. But notice tomorrow and into Wednesday with those high temperatures still situated in the mid 90s here in the Alamo City, that will be record challenging territory. We could tie the record tomorrow, if not break it on Wednesday, if those forecast highs do verify. That is all thanks to some more drier air that's going to be working into the region. At least we will see some cooler mornings that return as a result, which we'll talk about in just a second. You can see where that drier air currently is right now. We have dew points in the low 60s right now. Not too terribly bad, but they are up compared to where we were this time last week. There's a weak frontal boundary that's actually draped across North Texas and the Texas Panhandle. Behind it, dew points are in the 30s and 40s. Very dry air mass in place. That frontal boundary is going to seep southward over the next couple of days. We start to see winds in the upper levels of the atmosphere transition in from the north, and that's what's going to help those humidity levels drop a little bit more here in San Antonio, and where you are really going to notice the effects of that drier air in the morning. So tomorrow still in the upper 60s. That is above average for this time of year by 7 a.m. Tuesday, but by Wednesday we're back in the mid 60s, low 60s possible by Friday and into next weekend. So a little bit more of a comfortable and refreshing feel returning for those morning lows. But in the meantime, right now we still have plenty of sunshine out there in the Alamo City. 75 degrees, winds out of the northwest at about 5 miles per hour sustained. We are expecting plenty of sunshine this afternoon, maybe a few passing clouds here and there. 92 degrees expected by 3 o'clock. There's that forecast high right around 94. We'll sit right around 90 if you're stepping out for any Monday evening plans around 7 p.m. Mostly clear skies taking us into tonight as well. Here's a look at your high temperatures across the San Antonio area today. Upper 80s and low 90s across portions of the hill country. I think for most of us, we will be in the mid 90s later on this afternoon, thanks to plenty of sunshine. You can see as of right now, those 90-degree temperatures not going anywhere. There are early indications that we could potentially see a more noticeable cold front move in next week. As of right now, again, we'll continue to monitor trends. Hopefully those continue. But at least if we have to deal with those warmer than average afternoons, mornings will at least be a bit more pleasant to step out to later on this week.
We'll enjoy the mornings and evenings.
That's what we've got for now.
Gotta get your morning jogging.
Yes, walk the dog, cup of coffee on the front porch.
Yeah.
At least we have that.
We'll enjoy that.
Glass half full.
Glass half full.
Yeah. Well, out at SA Live in Market Square, I saw they had some Halloween decorations out. Oh my goodness!
Wow.
My dear friend there.
Yes. Yes, it's a Mad Science Monday, guys. I've got my eye on you. Yes, Andrea's back with us today.
Hello.
Oh, I love that one too. Yes.
Thank you.
What are we doing today? Some Halloween fun?
Definitely some science Halloween fun. Definitely doing eyeballs.
I love it.
For
Love
sure.
it.
So we've got plastic eyeballs and then maybe a little secret eyeball situation.
Okay.
I mean, do you see eyeballs in there?
Yes.
Okay, good.
I'll add one more.
Okay, yeah.
That's all we need to know for now?
Well, maybe there's something hiding there perhaps.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, observe closely.
I'm looking. I don't see it yet.
Oh, you're gonna have to wait.
You'll
Sorry.
find out when I do. So we have a lot of fun coming up with Andrea. Thank you. Always great to have her back. Speaking of having somebody back, Vianney with Spitlight Bake is back with us
so
today.
excited.
So happy to have you. What do you have for us?
Today we are making the easiest fall appetizer. 3 ingredients, no cooking, no baking, and it is always a hit with the crowd. You're gonna love this.
No cooking, no baking.
I mean, it doesn't get any simpler than this.
Our host agrees over here. Also, you're gonna make a fall-inspired margarita, right?
Yes, yes. Wait till you see the margarita we are shaking up today. It is so good.
I'm excited. Also, if you want to do a little shopping, how about supporting a local business? We're taking you to Bonita Vida for their fall finds. She brought some of her items today. I'm super excited to see what she has. Also, if you want to channel the creative side, we're taking you to Color Me Mine for some Halloween pottery. That and much more coming up. Don't forget, our question of the day today is all about celebrities. What is your celebrity sighting? We will share that a little later in the show. You good? You have any celebrity sightings? Okay.
Well, welcome back. It's 9:25. Roosevelt High School has stood on the near northeast side for more than 50 years with students from the Windcrest area and San Antonio.
Yes, the Rough Riders and their mascot are the focus of this morning's Mascot Monday. So let's talk about Teddy and learn more about what he does out there at the Velt. Well, it's time for another edition of Mascot Monday, and we're taking you to Roosevelt High School in the NEISD School District, and we're going to introduce you to Teddy. He is the mascot for the Roosevelt Rough Riders. So here's the deal. It is a mystery. It's a secret who Teddy is. So the student behind the costume, we're not going to be able to see them today, but speaking on behalf of Teddy is going to be the head cheer captain. Her name is Serena. Serena, how cool is it to have this former president as y'all's mascot?
It is really awesome. It's just something different compared to like other schools, because other schools have like animals and all that, but we have Teddy Roosevelt.
Talk about the school spirit that Teddy brings to every athletic event or every game.
He really like hypes up the crowd, gets more students involved, takes picture with like the kids and all that.
They know when Teddy's coming, and so seeing their faces light up makes my face light up, and so I absolutely love it.
We're going to see Teddy do a couple of his signature moves here, getting the crowd warmed up. Teddy is shaking and baking at the moment right now. Very cool stuff. Oh, it's his birthday later on this month. Are you guys gonna do anything to celebrate his birthday?
I think we're gonna throw a party to celebrate him, either the Monday after his birthday or the Friday before his birthday.
It's very unique. Not often do you see people being mascots, and so I think that having a president and having him look like the president is a big deal.
All right, there we go.
I love it.
Shout out to the Roosevelt cheer team for letting us hang out with them, and of course Teddy. So here's some more facts about Theodore Roosevelt. Yes, he was our 26th president of the United States, but before that he led a volunteer cavalry unit called the Rough Riders. So that's actually the team name. And that was taking place during the Spanish-American War in 1898. That unit actually trained in San Antonio, spent a lot of time at the Menger Hotel downtown. If you go down there, they have a lot of Teddy Roosevelt's memorabilia and definitely some artifacts there. So the unit traveled to Florida and then later Cuba to fight for the U.S., America, and remove Spain from the region.
Yeah, I love that Teddy Roosevelt has that San Antonio connection.
Yes.
You know, we kind of hear about that because you hear about the spooky stuff at the Menger, but you also hear about history as well. So it's very
so
fascinating.
That's where the team named the Rough Riders came from, but Teddy's the one that's going to be roaming the sidelines. We saw some of his moves there, getting the crowd
dance
going.
Moves, yeah, very fancy.
Impressive.
Yeah,
very impressive.
Well, I hope they have the rest of the football season. Have a fun time.
Yeah, absolutely, with Teddy out there doing some work.
Very cute. Time now 9:27 and 75 degrees for now. So a lot more ahead on GMSA at 9.
All right, before we go to break, we're going to give you one more quick look at our TransGuide traffic cameras. Things looking pretty good out there. Speaking of high schools out there, Burbank High School, what's up to y'all? 410 West Military Drive out there on the west side of town. Traffic looking okay. This is going to be our biggest trouble spot, 1604 Emerald Forest. Make sure to stay safe out there on the roads, y'all.
Welcome back. It's 9:31. Well, there is not enough blood donations in San Antonio to help people who need them, according to the South Texas Blood and Tissue Center. And like we were saying in the first half hour, if you donate right now, pretty exciting, you could score some free tickets to the Spurs game this week.
Yeah, should be some preseason action, Wemby CP3. So we got our Devin Karp out there at the Frostbank Center to learn more about this and donate some blood himself. Good morning, Devin.
Hey, good morning, y'all. Now, this process to get in was pretty simple. As you can see right now, I'm donating some blood, and it was a very easy process to get in. I just made sure to have some water, a foaming meal before I showed up. brought my photo ID, and I am set. The South Texas Blood and Tissue Center is here at the Frost Bank Center, and they're helping people donate blood because they say we are in a severe need for blood in our area. We are almost under 200 donations a day away from the goal to help people in San Antonio. So all you got to do is show up with your photo ID, water, a full meal ahead, sign up to donate blood, and you can get 2 free tickets to see the Spurs this Wednesday. Not to mention a cool looking t-shirt. I think it's a pretty good deal, good cause for something to help people in San Antonio because these donations can go a lot farther than just one person. I'm going to finish out this blood donation here, guys, and we'll keep you updated for the rest of the shows. But for now, Devin Karp, KSAT 12 News.
Good job, Devin.
Yeah, great job by Devin out there doing the most for us when it comes to blood donations. And thank you very much to Roger Ruiz and them folks out there at South Texas Blood and Tissue Center.
Yes, it's good that they'll be out there till 3 o'clock so people have time to swing by.
All right, get your Spurs tickets there. Definitely want to do that. Let's take you outside with a look at live cam right now. And again, a little bit of clear skies out there on your Monday morning. Got off to a nice start for your morning, but expected to get a little bit warmer tonight.
Yeah, the afternoons have been interesting, but in the shade, not too bad.
In the shade, exactly. So that drier air in place at least makes it feel a little bit more bearable out there into the afternoons, even though it does help air temperatures still climb into the 90s with that trend not going anywhere over the next several days. But at least mornings will start to trend cooler, especially by Wednesday. Take a look at the pollen count for this Monday. Kicking off the work week, ragweed is still moderate at 160. Molds are present as well, but the good news is they are low. Temperatures right now in the 70s for the most part. We're still holding on to some 60s though as you get up into the hill country. Some of the higher elevations there, 65 in Kerrville, 67 the current temperature over there in Bandera, but with plenty of sunshine in place. Take a look at forecast highs across the area later on this afternoon. By about 3 to 4 o'clock, mid 90s for most of us. That is almost 10 degrees above average for this time of year. You can see we actually could find those afternoon temperatures. It could climb by a degree or two, especially into Wednesday, but that is the result of drier air. It allows for very large temperature swings from the start of the day to the end, so mornings at least will be cool and pleasant down in the low to mid 60s throughout the second half of the week. We'll have another full check at that forecast coming up a little bit later on.
All right, let's look out there with TransSky. Thank you, Mia. Looking out there at the nice weather for now, looking at I-35 at Highway 90, things are moving pretty good over there. And the only thing I see on the TxDOT website is the crash that was at Loop 1604 at Emerald Forest. That is not on your screen, so you might want to be aware of that. Is that still a thing, RJ?
Yeah, it looks like they still have the tow truck out there trying to clear that out. That's the eastbound lanes.
All right.
1604.
Thank you.
All right, a lot of people, including this guy, tired at the office today, maybe rubbing your eyes, getting a little stretch in thanks to this game here last night. The Cowboys taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers in a very, very late game. It was delayed by an hour and a half because of that weather you just saw there. So, of course, in typical Cowboys fashion, the Cowboys got to keep their fans biting their nails all the way to the end. Pittsburgh, you just saw that touchdown scored with about 3 minutes left to play in the fourth quarter, but a scoring drive here. Dak Prescott saying, yo, what's up to all the haters out there? Hits Jalen Tolbert with a 4-yard touchdown pass, 20 seconds left in this game. That was 4th and goal as well. That gets the Cowboys over the edge. They beat the Steelers 20-17. This game finished just after midnight. I know we had some morning folks come in, and then we still had our IR people watching this game last night. So the Cowboys now 3-2. They win their second straight. And Dak Prescott, look, he had a roller coaster night. He threw for 352 yards, a couple of touchdowns, a couple of interceptions. He had a fumble, but he made that big play at the end. He also recovered a fumble on the last drive, which kept the Cowboys' hopes alive. They win a big one out there in the Steel City. All right, how about the Bills and Texans? So this was the first time in franchise history the Texans helmet didn't have that traditional bull on the sides. It was first time that the letter H was also a midfield. Part of their new look this season, kind of paying homage to the old Houston Oilers. Well, we saw first quarter, Cam Akers takes it in for a touchdown later on here. Next play of the drive, C.J. Stroud unloads deep to Nico Collins. He hits a 67-yard touchdown. However, after that score, Collins went into the locker room. Let's fast forward to the end of the game here. This was tied up at 20 points each, and then the Texans kicker, Kyle Fairbairn, drills a 59-yard walk-off field goal. Yes, 59 yards. Texans hang on to win their third straight game at home this season. They are now 4-1. They beat the Bills 23-20. Hey, we saw Devin out there a little bit earlier at the Frostbank Center, and can you believe it? San Antonio's preseason schedule officially tips off today. Look at my guy right here, Victor Wembanyama, ready to roll for season 2 with the silver and black. And of course, there are some new faces on the Spurs training camp roster this year. We're talking about veteran leaders in the house like Chris Paul and Harrison Barnes. Other changes too, noticeably, Keldon Johnson looks like he hit the gym in the offseason. I wonder if he was working out with Jesse James Leha or something, getting some boxing in there. Wemby also got about 15 to 20 pounds of muscle. So yes, we got some Spurs going to be taking the court tonight. Unfortunately, no Devin Vassell though tonight for the Spurs as he continues to recover from offseason surgery. So we are getting things started tonight against the OKC Thunder. Tip-off 7 o'clock at the Frostbank Center. Our KSAT sports team, Larry, Mary, Nick will be there 5 and 6 o'clock. So be sure to join us for the Spurs first preseason game of the year. Then Wednesday, they're taking on Orlando, then followed by the Utah Jazz on Saturday.
How exciting. Right. Totally excited about this season.
Oh yeah, definitely excited. Silver and black, let's go. Let's get it done.
Go Spurs, go. Well, new this morning on KSAT.com, a historic hotel in downtown San Antonio is getting a glow up. El Tropicano on Lexington Avenue received a certificate of appropriateness on Wednesday. So plans include a staircase and a deck to give guests an easier access to the Riverwalk. So the hotel has been empty since the start of the pandemic. So if you guys look, this hotel is actually right across the street on Lexington, right across from the Thompson. And this is the one that's is basically walking distance to the Tobin. So when this, opens, it's going to be kind of a cool location there. So again, we're not sure when it's going to happen, but we know that work is underway.
Very nice. Glad they're keeping that historical hotel. Keeps on going there. Yes.
Me too. That'll look really nice. Well, HEB's Charles Butt and Eleanor Butt Crook have been ranked on Forbes's 400 list. More than 40 Texas-based billionaires made it on the Forbes's 400 richest people in America list. So Dallas Cowboy general manager, of course, Jerry Jones also made the list. Forbes says that the total net worth of the list is over $5.4 trillion. Wow. You can read more about both of these stories on our website at KSAT.com. Well, it's good to see some familiar Texas people there.
Yeah, of course. HEB, of course, you cannot go wrong with HEB. By the way, they just shared this as a press release, but apparently they're rolling out digital tap to pay at its stores. So rejoice, all of us.
Yes.
We now can just tap the phone.
Faster.
Still trying to get more information on this, but it is on their newsroom release.
That's cool.
And it says that starting today, October 7th, that some HEBs will have it.
Well, good. That's an option. If you forget your wallet, you have your phone. Thank you, HEB.
Yeah, you can get more information on that on KSAT.com. I know our digital crew is working to check that story out and make sure we get that online.
Yeah, keep us posted there, digital crew. Time now 9:40 and 75 degrees for now. You're watching GMSA at 9.
Coming up after the break, Ivan Herrera, he is back. He's hanging out with us in studio this morning to tell us about some great deals ahead. Cannot wait for that.
Mom, something's not right with him.
Speak No Evil stayed in 5th place, taking in $2.8 million. Transformers 1 slid to 4th, adding $5.4 million to its total. Beetlejuice took 3rd place, scaring up $10.3 million for a domestic total of $265.5 million. The Wild Robot lost the top spot, but stayed strong in 2nd with $18.7 million.
For once in my life, I didn't feel so alone anymore.
Joker Folie à Deux easily debuted number 1, but the supervillain sequel opened with just $40 million, less than half of the 2019 original's debut. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
Looks interesting. Well, fans of the classic movie, The Princess Diaries, might have to pinch themselves. Anne Hathaway revealed on social media last week that work is underway to create a new Princess Diaries movie. So Hathaway pinned on Instagram that miracles happen. However, it's not clear when it will hit theaters. The original film debuted, oh my goodness, in 2001? And the sequel came out in 2004. It feels like it's not that long ago.
I've never seen it.
What?
I've never seen it. I know it's a classic. I've never seen it, yes.
Oh, well,
not really my cup of tea.
I mean, I have a little girl, so I've seen it like recently. That's why I'm like, what? 2001 feels like yesterday.
But I'm a big Anne Hathaway fan.
Okay,
so
well, there you go.
Check this out.
It'll work.
All right, well, Retailers are ramping up sales as the holidays approach. Yes, we're already talking about the holidays, making it easier to get your gift shopping done early and avoid the Black Friday rush.
Yeah, we hope so. So Target, Amazon, Walmart, and Best Buy all have big deals this week, but some last just a few days.
That's right. Ivan Herrera, he is back to tell us more about what is coming up. Ivan's going to give us the lowdown. Ivan, has any of these deals already started?
Yes, good morning. Target started its Circle Week on Sunday, which runs through this Saturday before a new ad kicks in. Now, Target Circle members can save on thousands of items, including Halloween costumes, candy, toys, like Lego sets. Every day features a deal of the day, which you'll need to grab before it's gone. Now, plus, signing up for the Target Circle 360 this week gets you $50 off the next same-day delivery order of $50 or more. Now, moving on to Walmart, starting tomorrow, Walmart Plus members can get early access to the hottest deals. All customers can shop the Walmart Holiday Deals event beginning at 11 a.m. Central Time online or through the app and in stores on Wednesday. Now, this 6-day event includes discount on Walmart branded items, Lego sets, and air purifiers, mini fridges, clothes, and more. And Best Buy is in the mix with a 48-hour flash sale on October 8th and 9th, featuring deals on TVs, gaming devices, laptops, and more. Its Apple trade-in event runs through October 13th, allowing Plus and Total members to get an extra 10% on select Apple trade-ins. And if you're not ready to shop this week, watch for the Prep for the Holidays event starting October 21st. Finally, Amazon Prime's Big Deal Day start tomorrow and run through Wednesday. Available only to Prime members, look for deals on beauty, electronics, toys, small appliances, and home decor. Amazon is also introducing a new AI-powered shopping assistant named Rufus to help customers find the perfect gift and simplify holiday shopping. And if you're not a Prime member, you can sign up for a 30-day trial to access these deals. I might have done that before. Just remember to cancel if you don't want to keep it after before they start charging you, because it's really expensive to have Amazon Prime, which is why I canceled it.
Yeah, well, at least you had that window to do what you needed to do.
Yeah, get your deals in and then get out.
Yeah, that's a good hack. That's a good hack for sure. Are you looking at any type of deals right now?
Yeah, there's a lot of good deals on like the beauty stuff on Amazon, which I saw. Okay. They have a lot of home goods stuff. I mean, there's so much. Yeah. You gotta pick your favorite store first, I think, and then go look for the deals for sure.
All right, I got some discounts without knowing at Target, because you were talking about the Circle Week.
Yeah, Circle Week.
I needed the items anyway. I'm like, oh, what
and
a
Halloween
treat.
candy. Halloween is coming up, so save on Halloween candy, save on the costumes, all that fun fall stuff.
Yeah,
we love it.
Good stuff, Ivan. Yes, great information there. Thank you very much for that. All right, it is always a great day to go to the San Antonio Zoo. You know what? They opened that new exhibit, right? The giraffe exhibit
that's super
over
cool.
past
the Airbnb.
Yes.
Can't forget the Airbnb.
Right now, the flamingo's not hanging out in the Airbnb. They're chilling there. They're under the shade.
Yeah, they're all in one spot. Yeah, they're jealous. They're looking at the Airbnb.
They are.
But you did mention something. Yesterday, I was out, and at least under the shade, you do get a little bit of a breeze.
Yes.
I mean, so it does feel okay.
So, and that's something too that we think about with the heat index, right? When we have humidity, is that's actually what it feels like in the shade. So when we don't have a lot of humidity in place, it feels more comfortable, and sometimes it can actually feel a few degrees lower than the actual air temperature, because you don't have the direct sunlight on you as well.
Yes,
also, can we go back to the fact that you haven't seen The Princess Diaries?
I know.
I'm still stuck on that.
It kind of was in that era where I was like, okay, I'm in college, not really yet. It just was not. It never crossed my path, I guess.
Man, that movie I feel like was a part of my childhood.
I've seen it a million times.
Go home, watch it. No.
It's pretty good.
Now he puts that at the top of his list. Things to do.
Good classic.
It is a good classic. All right. Well, we continue, of course, to monitor the tropics very, very closely. Quiet weather pattern here at home. We're going to talk about Hurricane Milton more in depth in just a second. I do want to show you what else is happening out there in the Atlantic Basin. So we have Hurricane Kirk that's in the north central Atlantic. Also, just to the south, Hurricane Leslie in the central Atlantic. Both of those systems currently do not look to pose a threat to the lower 48, so that is good. There is another area out in the far eastern Atlantic, just off the coast of Africa, that has a 30% low chance for tropical development over the next couple of days. But by the way, when you combine Kirk, Leslie, and then Milton in the Gulf. For the first time on record, this is when we've seen 3 hurricanes in the Atlantic basin simultaneously after the month of September. So it just goes to show that, yes, we might be just after the official peak of the 2024 Atlantic hurricane season, but the waters are still warm. We're seeing these pieces of energy come off of Africa, and we are still seeing some pretty significant systems form both in the Atlantic and the Gulf of Mexico. With that other little yellow area out in the eastern Atlantic, though, if that were to develop into a named system, the next name on the list is Nadine, followed by Oscar, Patty, Raphael, and Sarah. But here is the latest on Milton. Again, a powerful Category 4 hurricane. It has intensified very, very quickly, and it is churning over waters that are in the low to mid 80s. So that is definitely warm enough to help sustain this type of system. It is expected to continue in that Category 4 classification over the next 24 to 36 hours as it crosses just north of the Yucatan Peninsula, again moving away from the Lone Star State. Then it approaches Florida by late Wednesday and into Thursday, likely making landfall as that major hurricane near potentially the Tampa area before working eastward into the western Atlantic by late Thursday and into Friday. Storm surge, heavy rainfall, high winds, also very important to monitor. This will likely be a very impactful storm for the Sunshine State. Hurricane watches and tropical storm watches already in place for parts of Florida. So, of course, we will continue to keep you posted on additional developments with Milton over the next several days. But back here at home, it is quite the opposite. Plenty of sunshine in store today. High temperatures in the mid 90s, well above average for this time of year. We'll start to see those thermometers fall into the low 90s. And then into the 80s after the sun goes down. Still expecting mid 90s to continue for the vast majority of this week. Unfortunately, we don't have any chances for rain in the forecast, but if you're wanting a little bit more of that fall-like feel, at least mornings will start to feel like it by the middle of the week and even into next weekend. Lower humidity making for some low 60s, so not too bad out there at all.
That's not bad because there's a lot of things happening.
Yes.
Yeah, in fact, it was a late night for a lot of people last night. Late Cowboys game, the last night of the Austin City Limits Music Festival, well, weekend one.
Weekend one, yes.
But we have some relief for you.
That's right. Today is a National Frap Day. Check this out. We just got a special delivery right here. And Jen, Jen over at SA Live is celebrating in a big way at Market Square. Good morning, Jen.
Yes, good morning. Cheers. With the Texas weather, you might as well just go with the colder frap drink instead of the hot coffee. A fun fact I will share really quickly. It was invented in 1957 by a NESCAF representative, so they couldn't find hot water. So instead, they used cold water and they mixed it in a shaker. This is my co-host today. And yes, it was born. The frap was born then, and very delicious. This is the Java chip from Summer Moon. I can't take it seriously. And you know, you get brain freezes when you have these sometimes. Well, we've got the scientist, Andrea Cook. Why does that happen, do you know?
Oh, I do know. I've always known. I did not just learn that it's your body trying to warm itself up, which seems
that makes sense.
Yeah, seems backwards, but
okay,
yeah.
Okay.
I know. Brain freeze expert.
And then boom.
Yeah.
All right. Trying to warm you back up. Now,
Yes.
what are we doing? We're having some Halloween fun today.
We are. We're gonna use our Halloween props. We're gonna make some bubbles, okay? But bubbles that are different. They're at-home bubbles. First ingredient is gonna be the H2O, all right? So I'm gonna pour it into our faux jack-o'-lantern. Okay. And the idea is that we're talking about surface tension. So surface tension is the like watery, like skin, if you will, like the little liquid skin that keeps everything in place. We're gonna add some dish soap. Ooh, very nice, smells good. So dish soap changes the surface tension, which will allow you to make bubbles. I mean, most of us kind of know that already, maybe don't know the technical term.
Does it matter what dish soap you use?
What a good question. It does.
It does, okay.
So different dish soap's gonna have different, allow you to have different types of bubbles.
Okay.
I'm a fan of Dawn myself, but it's not sponsored. But what we wanna do to make bubbles that will last longer is to add a little bit of corn syrup. Ooh, obviously you wanna have adults. Yeah, so I'm gonna add a little bit. Here we go. Oh, Andre, just dump it all in. Okay, I will.
A lot of this stuff, I mean, you have at home already.
Yeah,
You can
exactly.
totally do this.
And this can be super fun. And if you don't have bubble wands, you can make your own out of Chanel stems or pipe cleaners, if you will. I need to stir this up a little bit, okay?
Okay.
My T-Rex arms, I'm gonna bring it over. So what happens is the corn syrup will allow your bubbles to last longer. Now, The Halloween theme, which you probably won't be able to see much of in studio because normally you have to let it sit for a while, is that when you burst the bubbles, you have like this little ghost that can appear. That's right, corn syrup
so you
ghost.
may not see it, but maybe we'll see it later. We'll try
maybe,
again.
yeah,
Yes,
we'll try
yes.
again.
Okay, we've got about 30 seconds left. What can we do?
What?
With 30
I
seconds?
thought I was doing it. We're doing it. Don't worry. I was trying to start slow.
No pressure.
I work under pressure. All right, so you take that straw, blow some bubbles, friend, and they're gonna last longer. Go, 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 go. You can pop them if you want. Yeah, don't pass out. Okay.
Yay. Okay, I'm popping now. Okay, so when we come back, we got some eyeballs, and there's a reason for that. That'll be some more fun that we have a little later on SA Live. Hope you tune in.
Oh, yes.
All right, we're at 82 degrees right now here in San Antonio. High temperatures are headed for the warmer than average mid-90s. We should be well shy of the record high for the day today, but with mid-90s continuing over